ditch. And that machine that they dug it, they put banks on both sides. They put a pile of dirt, a mound of dirt on either side. And we'd go down there and get on that bank ditch. Of course, it was covered with lined with willow trees. And that clay in that bank reminded me a lot. It's a yellow clay, and it reminded me of what later we used to call silly putty, the kids would play with. And we'd make a ball. Now that clay, get 4 or 5 guys on each side of the bay ditch, and then that bank, that was our fort. That was our gun position. And we'd take that one of those balls, make it not big as an egg, but a pretty good sized ball, and take a willow switch, about 2.5, 3 foot long. And you could take that thing, just put that ball on that switch, and you could shoot that thing like a slingshot rock. I mean, it'd go. And if you hit a guy, and we did, occasionally you hit somebody, it was soft. But I'll guarantee you could knock him down as flat as a bank, or you could turn him end over here if you hit him in the head. Of course, that's about all would be sticking up in it. And I've seen him get turned out of that head several times. Oh yeah, we did that a lot. That's one of our main playthings. And one of the on that old ditch down there.
And
this is Bob explaining how it's hard to kill a kid.
Yeah.
It did seem to work on it.
Well, it is. We'd have a corn cob war, and somebody soak the cob in water for 30 minutes, and then take it out and whop somebody in the head. It's just hard. You could knock him down. You could give him a black eye. I had a few black eyes. Herschel gave me a black eye one time. We never just talk about that.
I don't know who hit me because a lot was full of kids. Somebody hit me.
Oh,
when we lived there.
No, he hit with corn cob. He hit with his fist. We discussed him. It was my duty to feed the work stock, the meals and all. And this was a Sunday morning, and the funnies came on. I don't know if anybody remembers this now, but on the radio, a guy would read the funny papers.
Isn't that kind of like you missed the picture part?
He described the picture.
Yeah, he would just read those. And of course, he'd read them well enough that you could visualize what was happening. We didn't have a newspaper, so we'd listen to the funnies on the radio every Sunday morning. And Ursula was working out, like Saturday night. I wasn't in high school yet, so I wasn't working at the store. But he got up in the morning. He said, "Have you fed yet?" And I said, "No, I'm waiting. I'm listening to the funnies. I'm going." Is you go feed the horses and then listen to the funnies. Some horses need to be fed. I said, "Well, we're talking about 10 more minutes, But he thought, get on out there and do that, and then do your work first." Well, we got in a pretty heated debate about that, and I saw he was going to get pretty rough. Now, he was 3 years older, but he wasn't as tall. I had a little more reach on him. And I always wondered, could he whip me? He told me time to he could. I thought, well, I don't know for sure if he can or not. But what I didn't remember is he was quick. I'm talking about he was quick. That earth couldn't move around. He said, "You go around and feed them mules." I said, "No, I'm not going to feed them mules till the funny's over." But he rattled around, made so much noise, and he turned the radio off. That's what he did. When he left the radio. I said, "I'm going to go on out there, but I'm going to waste the time. I'm going to wait 15 minutes because you don't have a right to make me do that." But he just followed me out the barn and got away from everybody, just me and him. Did you go and feed him? Not when the time's up, I'll feed him. Oh, he hit me and I hit the ground. He gave me 2 or 3 good jokes, but I had a shiner that I had to wear at school on Monday morning. He gave me a blind eye. He wasn't mad at me. I mean, he was trying to make a point,
And he would he'd say things so unexpected, He always had a style for everything.
I thought he was kind of bluffing, really. He wasn't bad to fight, there'd have been a lot. Yeah, he didn't cause no trouble, but boy, he popped me. I hit the ground.
Homer was more quiet.
Huh?
Y'all worked at Seagulls. I don't know. Homer and Ursula did. And Seagulls wasn't closed.
Well, yeah, we did. We always did. I mean, we all did when we got there. Yeah, you got to be a freshman, Mr. Avis called you.
Abe Seager called Bob Smiley.
Turner and Aunt Hetty was visiting, and we Dad and Mom and Dad never did lock the doors till everybody was at home, you know, so they knew Ursula was in. Of course, the only one we had locked the door was
Turn
the big
the
button, barn door button. And Ursula come home from work and imagine tired, you know, and Mom had given Uncle Turner and Hetty the front bedroom, you know. Because every room, almost except the kitchen, had a bed. But,
Two beds
Two
in their
beds.
room. Two beds in your room.
but anyway, Ursula tried to get in, you know, and he realized that the button was locked. Turner, he didn't. Then like that, you know, and shouldered it through, and I Turner sat in bed, help, help, help. Ursula just walked right on by his bed, went on in, went to bed, didn't say a word. And I remember the next morning, Turner would tell Mom, she said, boy, said, that boy's crazy. Said, he knocked that button almost about halfway across the room, left, and then pushed the door back to her.
About nuts, I'll take.
Never did say a word, you know. He said that he could have said it's Ursula or something, you know, but he just said, I recognized him as
Well,
he
you're
went by the bed.
Discuss anything with Mr. Turner.
Nobody liked
we
our
do just
Turner.
go and knock the button on and go on in. That's the way to do that.
But it really, you know, things would make him mad, and he would, you know, do something real unexpected about it. You know, you remember the time that he was reading? He had his chair all fixed, and we had just one of the Aladdin lamps. Ever who was reading,
I
which was
really
usually
remember
Ursula,
that.
had him a chair and was reading. There by the Aladdin lamp had lit it, you know, and they were real hard to light without breaking up the thing in it.
That little mantle, whatever they call it.
And,
When I first lamp Mom got, that really shined good besides just a real old fashioned. And I always,
Well, that
in
smaller one
curiosity,
had-
I got more fun out of sneaking around and sticking my finger through that to watch it crumble. And she just think it burned out. And Lord, and I
well,
don't
that
many of them.
smaller one
I
just had
remember doing
orders
it.
not to mess with the Aladdin lamp.
And why I don't know why I wanted to do it.
But he was reading and he came back in and he went out to drink water or something and he came back on Homer had his chair. And he said, get out of my chair. Homer said, I don't see your name on it anywhere. And I remember being in the room when the argument started. Ursula said, are you going to get out of my chair or not? Homer said, I'm not going to get out of this. Don't have your name on it or something. You know, that's about as long as the thing lasted. And, you know, he grabbed that chair and jerked it out from under Homer and drew it back. And Mom just got back between them just in time to see him hitting Homer over the head with that chair. He almost hit Mom, but he stopped. Got to stop.
His grandma was pretty fast too.
But I really don't know how we did
And
kids
another
get
thing he
hurt.
did
As many
to
kids
me,
that
all
play
of them.
all the time.
You know, he looked so much like Mom, and his eyes were so brown that they almost looked black when he got mad.
Your mom had what?
And
You remember the butcher knife?
if we ever
Did
got
you
wanted
remember
to
getting
do
whippings with
something
a butcher knife?
and couldn't,
They asked me coming over here. I said, I can't remember any of our family getting a whipping, but Bill, Mom turned it sideways.
Wait, Zip's in the middle
I
of
don't
the story.
think that-
Can you hear?
Oh, I thought she'd finished.
he would say to if any of the rest of us got in trouble, he would always just grin and say, "It's sad, but your eyes are not brown."
Yeah, you got a kick out there on that. When I
None
was
of us
about,
that never he close to his age. Doris and Ursula was the only one, wasn't she? And Bill, but Bill wasn't around at that time. But he'd always laugh and say, kind of just grin real mean, like, you know, shame your eyes are not brown.
yeah, he did. He got a kick out there on that. I was about 15. I was already working at Sickles, I think. You know, when you got to be a freshman, he'd call. You know, he'd send word, and we'd go in. We worked 18 hours, and we got paid $1.75. But you know, that $1.75, you kind of get by that week. That was your spending money. Not long after I started working there. This would have been in 1937, I guess. Yeah, well, that flood was up at
Yeah, there's a year.
the 37
Two
flood.
seed barn
New
there.
Madrid, at New Madrid, the town was, they was afraid the levee was going to break. Of course, it where the water stepped down right out early. So they had people laying sandbags on that levee. And it was really serious. It was this time, it was January, and it was cold and bad, and it was raining every day, and they were taking people from New Madrid. They couldn't go up. They had to go up the river. They was taking them on a barge. They was using the barge as probably a whole 150 men, just a small barge with a little tug to push it up there. And they'd take them up the river and let them out up there where they was working, laying on sandbags on top of the levee, reinforcement levees. And on their way in, when they go up and pick them up, like 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever time they change a shift, they were working around the clock. That boat on its way back, that barge sunk. It had so many people, it was overloaded. And of course, everybody was in on for gold, you know, and they just keep getting on. And that barge sunk. And they recovered some of the bodies, several of them. And New Madrid was just about shut down. I think every business in New Madrid was closed because of the water. The water was coming up the street. And they brought those bodies down to Portage-Field. Several men involved in that they recovered the bodies. And they brought them down to Portage-Field and put them in the Leo funeral home. And we were delivered newspapers on before we go to work. It was before daylight. We'd start, you know, it's in wintertime, but it'd be like 5:30. We had to get the newspapers there before we'd go to work. So we went in there and delivered the papers, and had our papers in it. We was in the little restaurant where we'd get our papers ready to deliver. And while we was doing this, somebody came in telling a story about these men that drowned, and they were down there in the funeral home, and so naturally, 14, 15-year-old boys, they was going to have to check that deal out. So we listened to that story, and just as soon as he told the story, well, we headed down to go check on these drowned people down there. Probably we hadn't even seen any dead people maybe. So we was going to check that deal out, and we went down and went inside. But what had happened, we didn't know this. They had called some undertakers from our other towns around that wasn't too bad in the flood. And these people was all busy getting these bodies taken care of. And this one fellow, there was I don't remember what this was, a cot or something. He just sat up and he laid down there. It was like they'd worked all night. Everybody left, but he didn't have any place to go there in Tampa, so he just stayed there. And he just laid on that cot, throw that blanket in, under the blanket sleeping. And we go in to check out dead bodies. There was one black boy in the butt. And so, of course, you know, you go in that funeral home, the lights is real dim, you couldn't hardly see it. And we was a little bit nervous about going. Didn't have anybody's permission to go over, so we just went in. We got in, and there's one laying over there, yes. Well, this old boy heard us coming, this undertaker. And he just pulled that sheet there, blanket, what it was, up over his head. And we was looking him over, you know, going to check him out. And somebody said, there's one laying there on that cot. And as we turned to walk, looked that way and kind of investigated, he just threw that sheet back and said, yeah, this is one of them. We locked the doors, the damn doors open. We went, some went out in the alley in the back because they could go there straight. That poor man liked to put us in the shop. We wouldn't hardly able to get the papers there. That was a darn all that scared us. But that's them same guys.
What was the
Probably
deal
was
on?
some if not all of them same guys. One time we had we went to church some, y'all didn't know this, but we'd go to church, we had a Christian Endeavor thing, I forgot, it's a young folks deal there at church. And the group, we was divided into teams, and the group that had the most attendance got invited to a party that was paid for the losing team. And to make this a real interesting deal, we had a treasure hunt. The winning team didn't know where the party was. We didn't know what was going to be served, anything. We didn't know. They'd tell us a thing. But they'd start passing these notes around. They'd tell one note would tell us where the next note was. So we'd get several notes. We'd have to run them down all over town before we knew where the party was, if don't they? And as we was going down, we got a notice that the next note is on a tombstone in the cemetery. You know where it is down there. Told us what tombstone is laying on. So we start down the high gravel road to Mrs. Leah, not the funeral home to Leah, but the mother of those girls was in my class, which is 6 or something. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Old Charles
Going out
Clinton.
towards the Porterville Cemetery.
Yeah, we was going down, and they lived on the right side of the road right there at the edge of town. And he run up there, got away from us, went up there and got a sheep. From Mrs. Leah, bought a sheep.
Who was this? Charlie Clinton?
Charlie Clinton.
That was Ursula's buddy.
That was her.
Yeah.
But he told me what he was doing. He was going to get that sheep. He tried to get me to go with him. I didn't want to bother getting out of that cemetery. You take care of that end. But anyway, I knew what he was doing. He's going to go out and get in the cemetery and hide for that sheep. And then I was to tell him, hey, just don't all walk out there. We're going to step on the flowers. That's elect a couple guys. So send them out to get the snow. And he's going to be behind that tombstone. He's going to scare them to death. So that's what we did. Joey Broadhacker and Jack Cook. They got elected. There must have been 15 or 18 of us in this group walking down. Of course, we were brave all right there in the road, you know, laughing and talking. But we voted to send them guys out to get to know. So they went. We all knew where that tombstone. It was one that everybody in the community was. We knew where that note was. They went to get the note, and old Clinton, he moaned and rattled around a little bit out there. And of course, they got a little bit gun shy right quick. They decided, you know. Well, there was a fence around that cemetery at that time, a gate. You had to go through that gate. And when they started back toward the gate, Clinton got between them and the gate. And no matter which way they had run, he was on the front side over. He could keep between them and the gate. And of course, they was looking at the goat, and they was running over too. Don't that poor boy. They was in fact. Of course, now we didn't know just how bad it got out there until we heard this commotion. We could tell there's trouble, and we could tell he was doing what he went out there to do. He was scaring the heck out of it. So we decided we'd go back down. So we get back up the road. We'd run in there.
That's friends.
And them guys could hear us leaving. And I tell you what, literally, if you could have scared a boy to death, that boy would have died. They were supposed to sick the next day. They couldn't have done the school. Of course, they was beat up too. They had skin places all over them. But now that is a true story. But we didn't ever talk about it much. But we was freshmen. We was freshmen high school right out. Scared them boys. Those Joey Broadhacker, the big old long lanky guy, and Jack Cook, a real short guy. We'd send it was kind of a mutt Jeff team. We'd send them.
Joe, what was the story about you and her when you were picking beans or something and was working on the combine? Lost your ranch. You decided that ranch went into orbit. Remember that? You and her was working on the combine and whatever it was you were trying to get off. We both holders had a great big ranch. And both of it was pushing down on the ranch. I believe the way you told when we got home. The darn thing slipped off and went up. You and her both dived under the combine. They waited to listen. They knew it was going to make a noise when it hit the ground. It was such a big ranch. And that darn thing never did stay there. And they was that field for you. That's been years ago, and nobody has ever found that ranch. And hers said, I guess it went into orbit.
Allie,
There.
the story
He said, old Bill and I laid under a combine for 30 minutes waiting for that ranch
I
to walk.
don't know if you mind telling the story or not, but I've heard several versions of it. But I'd like to hear your version of the light bulbs you took out of the trailer. You turned out you were leaving one of your husband.
T-bone?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I want to hear that.
Don't want light bulbs, is just glasses. Thin, they were real thin, glasses, about like thin like that.
Uh-huh.
And his nephew were helping me move. We lived in a trailer and I was coming back down Wardell. So he dropped one accidentally and broke it. When he did it, give us the idea, but It's really fixed him up good. So we just broke a whole bunch of them right down in front of the door. We just bought that trailer for about $11,000. He is so proud of it. He'd take his shoes off when he'd come in the door. I told Chris, as soon as he steps in that door, I said, man, he'll get them shoes off and then he'll just wade into that glass and cut his feet. And he really did. He cut his feet all pieces, boy.
But you took the light bulbs out before you left too, didn't you?
Yeah, that's where the light bulbs come. We screwed them all out and took them with us. We knew he'd be dark, he couldn't see you. We really got him everywhere.
He had a sense of humor too, didn't you?
That's what I guess I got me in, because he did a lot of mean things to me too.
Doris, what is your, you think back to when you were a kid, what's the first memory you think about? Pick one.
Throwing rocks at your little brother.
I was
That's the one you think.
Oh, I remember first. Remember, Mom and Dad didn't think I could remember it because I was 6 months old. When I told them, they said that it was true.
You remember when you were 6 months old? Now
How
I
come
was-
they too?
I
I got so scared. Mama's mother lived not very far from us.
You
And
can't
she,
remember when you were 6 months old.
yeah, but I don't think I could either if I
You heard
hadn't got
somebody
the
tell that
sketch.
story.
No, she left me with this colored lady, and her hair was plaited in little things that stuck out and tied in strings all over her head. And she had freckles, and me being, I don't seem like I was no bigger than that baby, really. And Mama did say she didn't think I was about 6 months old. And I kept pulling back from her, and I kind of remembered all them freckles, and they looked like they was that big around, and me a little one. And I thought I was scared at that, see, with her trying to love me and hug me after Mom went on. Ari's playing in the sand out in the yard. She stopped at the door. Then her husband, they call him Old Nigger Hawk. He is black as a crow, Dad said. And when he come in, he wanted to hold me. And I run under her hair then. I wasn't scared of her and was telling Mom about it. I was telling her and Dad about that after I was grown, how bad that scared me. But see, she said, get away. They had razors, these old, Dad sharpened his on her razor strap. And I'd heard him tell that, but his wife was going to get a razor and cut his throat. And all that, me, that little, I didn't, and when, see, Mom and Dad wasn't even there. And after I was grown, I was telling them about it. She said, I know you couldn't remember that. You're 6 months old. You weren't older, but I did. And I remember when Earl lived with them, and Mama would tie Ari up in her apron because he was sick, and carry him around cooking, and see, he's just 18 months older than me. So I couldn't have been but 4 or 5 months old when she said, when I told her, I remember Dr. Earl coming in and pulling me out of that bed, and he would act like he was going to kill Mama for leaving me in there with that pig wet gown. And he said, I'm going to beat you to pieces with what you're doing. Just let me, you don't care nothing about nobody. And me, that little, I could remember that. And he had me up, Mama said it was true. And I don't know how I could remember that far, but I can. And I remember when I was 2 years old, when Mama had a garden, and I was Dad's kid, and Ari was hers. We just had the two things. And everything, Ari couldn't say Beulah, but he'd say Boo-Boo, because Uncle Earl would call her by name, Beulah and Albert. Coco, he couldn't say Albert, so he'd say Coco. Well, she said she was down in that garden, and I was down there pulling up every plant she was sitting out on, just pulling them. Well, she just thanked me good, and I'm going to go tell Coco. Ari was at the house, and he poured Dad's nails out or so. He's going to go tell Boo-Boo. Here we went. We met in the middle of between the garden and the house. And we sat down and built a frog house or something. Neither one of us went on. And Mama said we wasn't a bit over, and I can remember that just as well.
I can't even remember what happened last week.
I don't know how, but there's just a few things. And in our first house where we lived, where Grandma died, Mama said I was 2 years old. And we had 2 beds in that one room. And I told her, I said, I know I can remember carrying the dipper of water to her because the doctor had told Mama that she couldn't have no water. She had typhoid fever or something. And I gave her that drink of water. And That scared me so bad because she died just right after giving her the water, and them telling me that I thought I killed her, giving her that water. That bothered me for a long time, and I was little. But I think when something really scares you, when you remember it.
Yours, you don't remember?
And anyway, that cook stove set crossways, and it had a warming closet, and it was
never get
ivory
word
green, and I could remember that stove. And I told Mom and Dad how the furniture's sitting in there, and she said, well, I wouldn't have been over 2 years. She didn't know how, but I did.
Yours?
I remember when I burned my leg. I don't remember how old I was, but I was at school. But the one thing that I can remember, and I don't know why, but when we lived there on Floodway, that little river ran behind us, I got caught on the other side of that one. Now, you know how fast that thing could fill with water? And I was trying to get back across the little walk that we walked across on. I crawled across that thing on my hands and knees. That water was right up to me. Scared me to death.
What about,
And Mama said, she'd tell me when we was that little, if you get scared.
It was probably completely dry when I went across there, but it rained while I was on that side.
what about walking through the field with cows?
Oh, well, I was third or fourth grade then. I was bigger. I remember that, yes.
And what about Joe pulling you out of the mud? This is no time to be camera shy. This is historical record here.
That was down on the floodways when we walked to school, and that mud that Bob was talking about a while ago was just like walking in silly putty. I mean, it was just as sticky as...
Glued all over your face.
I'd get stuck in him. I couldn't pick my feet up. We had boots on, and I'd get stuck, and he was going to pull me out, and he just pulled me right out of my boots stayed there. I came out, but my boots stayed.
And what about, if you and Jean were the same age, you surely did some of these things that deserve to be told for the record.
You know, I'm 2 years old. I can't do as much when it's just 2 or 3 as I can when it's about 20.
Oh, Gene fixed my wagon the other day.
The furlongs would come down there, you know, and I'd get in a card game. Miss Furlong would send another one after him. And she'd send another one after them too. Along about midnight, she'd come get them all. They'd come down there one at a time, and she'd send somebody after. You know, she had what, 8 or 9 kids?
Yeah. 7, I believe. No. Best I remember.
Anyway, I remember Dad laughing about that. But
Alice, Jessie,
she waits for
Christine,
somebody.
About 7. Christine,
Hal and Gene and Wayne.
Is it Wayne?
Was it Wayne? He was the one who's in jail.
God's reason I didn't know him.
No, she's used to being without ice.
Yeah. She didn't even want it cold. Just sit in the oven a little while would be nice.
Well, did y'all have a dog or a cat? Or, I mean, I never heard any pet stories.
Yeah, what was the squirrel?
Yeah.
Yeah, a squirrel.
I had everything.
I would.
I kind of grew up by myself. I was
Next to
5
Bill.
years younger than Joe and 6 years older than you. Is the other way around. Anyway, it was between 5 and 6 years between me and Joe and me and Bill. So I was kind of by myself, and I had every kind of pet, from the chicken to pig to the squirrel. I don't remember. Did you play? One of you brought the squirrel in, just a baby.
These were the things the rest of them referred to as
about
food
that. Dad
earlier.
probably got him in the woods because he's always shooting squirrels.
And we raised him. He was just a baby when they brought him, and he just ran loose in the house, which was all right, but he was awfully bad to chew things up. And he would go.
She was always glad when I left Thomas, so I'd bring Jean to play with her.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that you and Gene were the same age.
No,
Jean's
I'm 2
2
years older than
Yeah.
Gene.
But they was like sisters, you know, because I was over there so much.
She was the only one that I was close to, and you know, I was closer to her.
Did you? They said
Truth
you.
tell.
I trying to tell
Did
you
you
what
bring
she
your
did.
feather bed with you when you came?
You got a picture.
Is that true? Did you bring your feather bed with you when you would come?
When I brought
When
her.
you got Matt Thomas and
So
come
you
home,
got
you
Matt
bring your
Thomas.
feather bed. She'd leave Thomas. She'd bring the kids on her feather bed. I don't know
The
why.
wagon.
So
Put 'em in
Mom
the
gave you
wagon.
that feather bed, and you weren't gonna leave it with
Huh?
Mama.
I put her in the wagon and bring her home. Drive the horses. One time Bob can't remember that I bet. We lived down in the woods about a mile. Come up a storm. I mean, it blowed through them trees And he was little, he didn't know how to hook up the mules, and I didn't know how to hook them up. Somehow we crossed whatever, the chains that goes back to the wagon, we got them across. And them old mules was going running through that wood, but it pulled one mule one way and one, and we like to never got out of that wood. Do you remember that? I used too little, and that's when I was just 17. I don't know how old you was when you got married then.
Well, I wasn't born yet, if you say 17.
You was too.
What about the time that the house caught on fire?
Hers was about you 6 years younger.
That
You was
was
about
before my
11.
time, but
About
she-
11, but I thought you might
She's the one that took Joe out.
It
and
made
cut
me
the
big
grass.
mess.
Somebody put Joe on
Looked
the
like
side.
we'd watched Dad know how to hook them mules.
We're trying to
I
figure
guess
out
the storm had us so scared we didn't know. And we
what you were born as a.
Hey, man.
I was thinking
What are you
Why we
doing?
were thinking
Somebody told me you was unhappy. You were happy to me, man.
Didn't that?
I've got
When did the house catch on fire and somebody put Joe out in the snow?
That was
you didn't, and you didn't, and Grandma didn't know or something.
She was so busy getting the dresser and the machine, her and Dad, dragging them out. And I carried him out the gate, which we had a big yard and a white fence, put him on the outside in the frost.
See them dudes down there?
And when the house fell in, Homer and Ursula just got there close to the wagon and jerked it out the door just as
You
it
don't tell a
fell
story.
in.
You don't tell a
And
story.
then
like
Mom
that,
began
don't
screaming, "Where's the baby?"
tell.
And why, yeah, she thought the baby was left in there. But I carried him out and put him in the frost, and he is high frost, man.
Big fast as Ursula,
And then
get
they
that.
tried to get a trunk off the back porch, and all the pictures was in it. It fell in. Burnt the whole trunk and all the
How did they
pictures.
manage to
wanna
save
go around and have
pictures of
everybody
Grandma
tell one
and
last
Grandpa,
story.
but I've got
I just can't remember how she got them without they was in the living room. That's the only place Dad could get anything. The whole back was on
I'll
fire.
remember this deal.
You know,
Yeah,
don't
he'll be
remind
telling
me
the
to
story.
sheet on hand. You have any
No,
idea?
but I'm sure it was made back then, because Homer,
You was messing
they
around.
had one with a frame just like that, and he sat with his feet together. He looked like he was about 6 months old. And Mama
go ahead.
cried so much because she got that picture in the car. And I do remember the frame was a round frame, and him sitting with his little feet stuck together.
But Grandpa died when she was 14, so it had to be made before that.
Yeah,
I
you
figure it had to be made sometime around the
you
90s.
got food in there, you dude.
I'm almost ashamed they didn't write it on the back of it, but I don't guess he did. 'Cause I don't remember.
Well, how did Grandpa
Dad's mother
have
died.
11 kids and rent a farm and have to feed 11 kids plus half the county? And how did he ever manage
There
to?
was only 9 of us really, because the twins, they didn't, they
Yeah,
didn't.
Yeah, but
No.
every time y'all talk about anything, it was always, well, there was 10 or 11 neighbor kids hanging around.
Oh, well, there was.
yeah.
And,
25
and
of
how
them.
did he manage to do all that? And
Well,
besides
he
that, be
always
able to
killed
buy a farm.
hogs and had them hanging out in the smokehouse, and they just go out and get a big ham, bring it in, make milk gravy and sweet potato.
We didn't really have any close relatives.
And if they
Yeah,
got
we had all them folks as cousin and what do we call them? Yeah, we called them a
Let's
number.
see, the Wallers, John Waller was one of Mama's half-sister's kids. One
Do
of
you
her,
remember what the Tabernacle Lane was?
yeah, down there where they had Pentecost Church.
I just wondered if you.
Yeah, and we slip
Old
off down
Tabernacle.
there, and
Old
of
Tabernacle.
course we'd make fun, laughing when Dad would catch us.
That's that's the only one I've ever known where there was a tabernacle that I knew about in my life. Was up
and if they got behind, they said Bob had to rob a train.
That's where the farm purchase came in.
But Dad didn't care if we'd go down there and get on the bleachers and sit there and listen, but if we're just gonna stand outside and giggle and laugh, we gotta with them.
What about the church you broke into and had the dance?
Oh, that was over Hayward. That church is still over there. I've been on
Yeah,
to
you
take a
showed us to
picture.
it.
I was just wondering if she
That's
was-
after
she was older too
dated
much
Thomas.
then.
That was a year before me and Tom married. I was 16.
Were you down there, Bob?
We went to school in those churches for about a year or two. The school burned and we used those churches for.
That's after me and Thomas married.
Yeah.
But I don't think you might have been there. He come over after me on a big Bob truck. No sideboards, and all the kids in the country would get up on there. And after church was out, they all was loading up to go.
Yeah.
Well, all them Fishers, Henry Fisher and all them lived down below Hayward. They take off. Well, they were the deacons in church. And we knew, wait till they got out of sight. Then Thomas back
You and
to,
Jan taking a picture of each other again.
he backed the church. I mean, the church,
Jake's jamming it up for you.
He's got a camera.
up against the church, and we
Oh,
raised
he's got
women
one too.
crawled in and
Look
had
at
a
him.
dance.
He's got
But
one
Bob
with
was too
lights
When
little.
you
I
think
don't
about
he
his
was on.
camera.
That's when he wore his coveralls
Hey,
and
there's
always
no camera over there.
Not
get around the wall to keep him.
Well, you made me feel bad. You telling them stories. You embarrassed me.
Why
I
did you start telling us
I
what's
didn't
on?
hardly get sleep one night after you told us.
I know. I really
Worried me.
What did Gene do to you the other day? You never did tell us.
Yeah, what is?
I'll let you see what she did to me. That's cool.
And I'll tell another. He's come and lived. Me and Thomas visiting with us a week or two at a
Why did
time
that film?
before Buddy was born. It's about time for Buddy to be born, and we had a restaurant there in Gideon. And every time just before the bread truck would run, he'd hop up on the counter, Bob would, sit there and this bread man say, stick up your finger, and he just hung up all of them. And he'd put a donut on every finger.
Jacob, do
And
like
then he
this.
said,
with
now,
glasses.
Bob, you eat every one of them, but don't you eat them whole, they'll give you a stomachache. And he'd get a donut off and eat all around with just a little bit of that hole. And somebody come in the restaurant, they could imagine why he was laying them little things on the counter like that. He said, I don't want to get the stomachache. But how old was you then? How much?
However old he was,
He
you used to tell.
No.
Then you ended up telling Dad that story, because Dad tells that story about how you used to tell him not to eat the whole out of the sugar cookies, and he wouldn't eat the whole out of the sugar cookies because he'd get a stomachache.
Bob
He
did it all
all that air.
You remember?
So you remember that, however old you were.
Are you whipping
I
Grandpa?
made sugar cookies
You
one
need a
time.
switch, don't you? Get a switch, you fit right in these stories.
I don't know what.
Oh, Jerry and Gene was down here. We went all around. We toured the.
It'd be easy, don't
There
it?
we
Story
down.
you don't tell it to Gene,
Hey,
got on
he's
you
got the
or
camera.
something.
Look over there. What's he doing? This got nothing to do with it.
Oh.
Jerry, you know, he's pretty good. He's got the
They
camera.
look at me.
He's all setting up his camera all the time. Had that bipod, you know. Look at him. Hey, look at Ken. And Gene and I, well, we all went for a walk. Look at Ken.
Yeah, I was over
Really good.
Oh, you was here that day when I squirreled. Well, old Gene, did you know what she was doing to me? He was sitting there making them pictures, and I was sitting there talking. Well, I might have been talking to you. She slipped up behind me, got her hand around and it looked like she was rubbing my.
Wish you wasn't touching it.
Oh no, I didn't know she did it.
She lied about that.
About a week when we got them pictures, and here she is, got that hand. I didn't know she did it. I told her though, I said, man.
Guess what I did to her last night? I knew if I was going to come up here, it was going. I had to go to bed early. I was getting tired. They'd be coming after Christmas is over. Linda, Lana, and all of them. So at 12 o'clock, they started throwing firecrackers out there, and it woke me wide awake. And I thought, oh my God, I've laid here and I didn't get to watch them saying Happy New Year. And I always enjoyed that going to Camel dances, see how
Got
we
the camera
holler.
going.
So I jumped out of bed and turned the television on, and it was some of the best dancing music.
Oh,
yeah,
Song, guitars. Man, I turned as loud as I could turn it, running there and got the phone ringing. Old Jerry answered.
Smile,
I said,
Paul.
Happy New Year! And he said,
Jacob.
what are you doing? He could hear all that music and on television. They was hollering Happy New Year. And I just kept hollering. I said, having a party! Man, I'm drunk as this guy. I'm drinking too much of that. He said, Gene, come get your mother. Come.
Whoa.
Gene
Let
said,
go.
I'm all
Let
to
go
it.
of that.
You tell
Thank
him,
you.
you make him believe it. The
Thank
time
you.
she got on there, I was just laughing my head off.
Bill, here's a sketch. It's his old boy game now. He told me this stubble field up here.
I think are we about done, Jan?
Yeah,
Okay.
we've got to head out. Look what?
Okay. He's so tickled she was getting it.
Now this is kind of what they would like to have.
Wait a second.
What was Zip doing at New Madrid? How come she went to New Madrid? I know she was going to school, but why? Because I couldn't get to. Y'all had to wait out to the
Through that gumbo.
school bus ran down on the gravel to by the gym, you know.
Yeah. So you stay with us.
And you was gonna have to go. Me and you was gonna have to go to Marston you just had a half a year that you was gonna have to go to Marston, so you talked your teachers into letting you finish that semester at Portersville. So that left me to go to Marston by myself. And I didn't want to, and for some reason, Mom said that I couldn't. Most of the time, I wouldn't have got to go on anyway because y'all had to walk that half mile while it was raining, and it was, you know, there was times when you couldn't hardly get a wagon through there.
You talking about we lived in Floodway?
Yeah.
1.5 a mile.
Me and Joe both went up to the state and walked.
That was a
That's
little
that
over
same
a
road I
mile
was
and a
walking
quarter.
the other direction on. That's that same
Oh,
road I was
yeah.
walking the
Yeah,
other
this is
direction
what
on
he
when I got
said.
stuck in the mud.
Basically,
Yeah.
he said they, you know,
I didn't know, I guess they didn't like me, and they said, what?
and I didn't ask him. I did
They
ask him.
just moved away and didn't leave
What
no
I want to know is
address.
how come the rest of us didn't go.
Can't see out.
You hear that?
Everybody else had to wait in mud.
Poor kids.
But I was thought if they did
Shed
100 square feet of,
Get a pitchfork, but keep them back.
and I thought
Now,
maybe
how was
some
that
way we
joke?
could put this
Can't
down there.
remember it now.
Down.
She had to tie a pork chop around her neck to get the dog didn't come up close to her.
We're gonna have a blacktop on that out there
She
anyway.
was the ugliest little girl in the country. That is some kind of joke. I forgot how it went.
That'd
But
have to be paid somehow.
that was what happened. And then, oh no, they moved
Like
away.
that.
Her family did when she come home from school
And
one day. They'd gone,
Can we
didn't even
build
leave
that?
no address.
I noticed that they said they
Then
wanted
she
200
decided
pounds
she
of
was the ugliest little girl in the whole country.
strength, 200 pounds per square inch of floor. We're not gonna be able to do a wood floor there, aren't we? You think that
Anything
just
else we
looking
need
at
to ask
eyeball,
them about,
we might,
Kip?
Put a wall here and get enough
What-
dirt over here.
what was
Make
the
that
joke
put
with
a
the-
concrete floor
with the
again,
board?
have
Hitting the guy in the back of the
This
head.
thing
Well, the guy went into town. He owed everybody money in
raised
town.
to the same level.
and,
Make a seal and then still get
and
this
the
kind of
board would
strength
come
on that
up and-
concrete.
Oh, now that's one of the grandpa's
They're
jokes.
getting ready to go, and you have
He said it really happened. This old guy, he bought everything on
Bob's not
credit
going.
all the time. Never would pay anybody.
Bob's not leaving. He lives
And
here.
one day him and another
You're
guy was
not
walking
leaving
down the, it didn't have, it's just old boardwalk. One end of the board was loose, and when he got down to that other end, that one flew up and hit him in the back of the head. He didn't even turn around. He said, "Pay you next Saturday."
I think it's down
He
there.
thought somebody's whipping him again. Because he wouldn't pay him. Oh, Dad was telling
We're
a joke.
gonna need to cut that down.
You should get
Say a
some.
foot or so. Cut it up there, the road, take it over to get that level around.
That's funny when they're that age, they want their own bed. When they want it.
What type of roof?
What about when
That's a
Earth
friend of
died?
Linda's. A friend of Linda's.
And we went to the funeral home and his body came home. And this little lady came in and sat down, and no one in the family said anything to her. So I didn't know her, but I felt kind of sorry for her. And I went over and started talking to her. And I asked her if she was part of the family, and did she know different family members? And I asked her about a dozen questions. And she said, no, I went to the post office and I was tired, and I just came in and sat a
I
while.
thought maybe brick.
Well, how about the time we lost Larry? Couldn't find him. Remember we lost him?
Under the house.
And Kellen would say, "Holler, Larry," and he'd holler. He'd say, "Ah." We finally found him under the house, but we looked for him. We could hear him holler. but
Well,
we
your
couldn't
dad
figure out
had been under the house to fix the pipe that morning.
That's good.
I think that
This is my sister. That's Meredith's children. I mean, Marcia's children. My sister Marcia. My niece Marcia.
in other words, if we can give them what we
Don't you talk about that.
wanted to see in life,
it. Hair loose.
I think that's right
Children.
to do it.
I sat out here on my back porch.
I mean, that's
That's Carrie.
Holly
And the
Marcia's children.
Marcia picture Bob was asking about a while ago. What Gene did to him.
But this article in the paper said they spent 50 there and they want to double the space, so they probably, it's, the people in the paper talk like that, that's just somebody blowing off steam.
Think
But
she's trying to tell him something.
if you pay $100,000, well, they not gonna. $500. They're gonna pay as little as they can, but what I was gonna try to do is to get us to find some.
Would anybody eat more popcorn if I popped
It's gonna
some?
be,
No.
Oh.
How about some
more
banana
cheap.
pudding?
The money is gonna be more.
Homemade?
Say it's gonna get cheaper.
Banana pudding, yeah.
I brought it. You didn't have that. I'm sorry.
Half or 8% money.
You didn't pay for that.
You hadn't let that slip out.
But this
Debbie
will be
said
a-
I'm not even hungry now. I just ate that fudge and all
Type of contract with bank.
Y'all said they didn't need it, but Debbie said you all needed it bad. So I made it.
But I think if there's some oil and gas, it'll be out.
Must be a
They
plan
might have
by
bid
now.
now.
We're gonna have any government money.
No.
Seemed like I was up there that day, but they left me in the car. And I was
Somebody's apple
Hey,
fell
Helen.
off.
Put the dry stop was open.
Huh?
Dry stop was open.
You got 12, you got 13,000 square feet.
Did you find it?
I have some in it.
That's
you're
probably
talking-
about 130.
You're talking about,
Those are when they were over at Branson. Is this somebody's palace here? We should. Hold on.
I bet you're talking about $200,000.
That's Suji's, I believe.
Well, I
Sushi's or whatever his name is.
But I think
That's
it's at
Sushi's
least
place.
3.
The Japanese.
Well, I
No,
did.
the
I just
Japanese.
said about
Branson.
You build the building and pay the parking lot. Fences, fencing and security lights.
Which side?
When you do that, he says,
What did you say?
Yeah.
See, he ain't got to.
Oh, I know. She's eating that banana pudding and she won't share it. Come on.
If you build a building, $30,000, what you're talking about,
She won't share.
$400,000. Yeah. And then, you know, if you build
The way she is.
the parking, fencing, and lighting,
Grandpa did the same.
50,000, 60,000.
Yeah, that's exactly.
60,000.
I won my mama.
Ballpark figure, you gotta have $1 million.
You want me to
Like,
fly this
he's
down?
kind of pulling on his ear. I know. They say they do that with their teeth.
Right.
I think he does it when he's stressed. There's a lot of I don't know the difference between teeth and ear yet.
Holly, I think so.
Yeah.
If you got 2 or 3
I can't see anything.
And it died.
I wouldn't know what to look for either.
See, if you got 10, 15 land.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the whole 6.9 acres in. I'm plan to. What I'd like to do is to show that down there in just a little recreation area with a little bit
He
of
slept, and he went go to sleep till then.
What mom's really gonna like is to
Just
get in the
a
car
plan.
and take for an hour.
I've seen
She
that thing,
home
that's it,
and wide
park looking deal down there, she can have that, no problem. And
So the other one
we're
he's
gonna
pulling on
show
now.
them- We're gonna show them a front elevation of the building.
Well, we'll show
I don't know what it is.
Either elevation or a perspective.
Probably something dry,
Depending on what kind of
I would think. What do y'all think?
view
Put a
the
little
building.
Vaseline.
Yeah.
Baby oil or Vaseline.
I mean,
Vaseline.
if you keep it rectangular, obviously.
Usually what I put.
Remember,
I
I
think
said
that
right
would
here.
be the least expensive type.
Baby Johnson, baby powders.
A long time ago.
They're over here.
Appearance.
You already.
You gotta get some looks and corners in there.
No, I don't think she is. I need my book on the couch.
I'd shift it.
Need one.
Well, that's what
That
I
blue
thought we would do.
here,
That
that other one's on the couch.
We might be particularly dressed it
They
up.
get done doing business.
The highway side of that.
I don't know which is that was really good. This one.
I think I got three really good.
Good.
I'm assuming I got all the good stuff in there down there.
Yeah, but I mean, if you want this end and this side, or this end and this side.
Well,
What kind of
thought
empty
maybe
calories
that-
is that that we could chow down on?
Put this next to the highway and this next to the county road.
Hers.
We do it like that.
Well, Well, here's what I thought. Since this is down here, and I thought that ought to be down at the low end, this here. So put this next to the highway, and then this would be by the county road.
Thank you, sweet.
The man is going like that. This guy makes it.
You're a sweet baby.
Yeah, if you put this would be at the back of the building. So. The county road being out here, this wouldn't be up close. The county road wouldn't be here, because it wouldn't want this by
The
the
truck
county road.
feels real good. That's kind of.
I don't know. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know what.
Okay, put some
This
behind
side
that
county
one.
road or this side next to county road. But you're saying, but this side next to county road, that's that.
Yeah, that's what I had in mind.
Okay, you ready?
And then the rest is.
Nancy Page.
You didn't do any better.
I've got it.
That's kind of what I had
You
in
want
mind.
this chair, James?
No.
The rest is up and then by the
Well, they all
county
look
road.
alike, don't they?
Even if we
Get off
didn't
the feet.
No, I'm
have a square
fine.
corner here, if we
Bill took that one off the picture.
Huh?
Bill took that one, took my big picture, laid it on the floor and took that one.
Oh yeah?
Until we get
But I thought, okay. You'll take this week, Bill, what about that deal?
Yeah.
Bill, what do you think about getting the car warmed? Is that a good idea?
Yeah, it would, get that car warmed up. Why don't you just stay with me a few days, man? Me and you, like it, we could go both ways. We'll
Tell him
take these
again,
all,
Jacob.
just make buddies with that dude.
Tell him again, Jacob. Say.
Tell him you want to ride the horses, Jacob.
I think you're sweet.
Oh, we do that. We could ride that.
Lucky
Ride them horses and those boats and
That young horse out there, old Clarissa Gale's the only one that ever rode. No, Holly's ridden him now. She's the only one that ever rode that horse, and boy, did he show her the first couple of times. We was riding right out here, and it really was my fault, but I'd handled him since he was 6 months old every day. And I thought he's ready. So we got up on there, he didn't do a thing. I put him on a jerk line, we call it, or a lunge line, and he was circling, and I thought he was ready. So he put her on there, let him circle twice with her.